So, greetings, Facebook world out there. I have on with me Shifu Erik Oliva, my neighbor from New York City, Staten Island borough. Hi.
Hey there, hey there. Thank you.
Jersey, so we're neighbors.
Yep.
So Shifu Erik Oliva will be a presenter at the 2019 TaiChiGala. You can see his full bio and contact information if you go to taichigala.com/presenters and you scroll down to him. Everybody's listed alphabetically by order of their last name, by their surname. Okay, so let's get to it.
Cool beans.
So tell us a little bit about what you'll be teaching at TaiChiGala and why people should take your workshops, what it will be, how it will be benefiting them. You know, will it be their health, for pain, martial arts, practice, self-development, spiritual, creativity, inner peace, whatever you want. So go ahead and let us know a little bit.
Awesome. Well, during the TaiChiGala, we're going to have a an 8 dragon palm flexing sequence, which was taught to me by Sifu Roosevelt Gainey many moons ago with my Tai Chi teacher, Rudy Curry Jr. Wow, that was 2002, so it's been a while I've been doing that. And then right after that, within the same time, we're going to be focusing on an internal stretching practice. Now, these exercises combine the flexing, which we'll quote them flexing, and stretching is something I've been doing since I learned this flexing set back in 2002. So what it does, on one hand, the flexing is going to strengthen the muscle, tendon, bone connection, which we call the kinetic chain. And in so doing, you improve circulation of blood.
Oops, I have a feedback here. Hold on, let me get rid of this. Okay, sorry.
Take us back to the future. So it helps the kinetic chain, the muscles, tendons, bones, improves the blood circulation, respiratory system, nervous system. It does a lot of wonderful things to the body. But when you add the stretching to it, it further improves the bioenergetic flow within the body. Energy, basically chi. Okay, so it helps to strengthen, fortify this whole entire physical and energetic system of the body. And it's so simple. The 9 pillars, I call it, 9 pillar stretching. It's just very simple stretching exercises. One that if one can get into the exercise and easily do the stretching without like feeling a little bit of discomfort, that's fine. The idea is to have some movement concentrated or targeted specific areas of the body. And though that program itself is just what I've done for the last, since 2002, just to keep up general body maintenance. So this specific workshop is a lifetime gift, basically, that I received. And then the stretching I put together to really give you or give whoever's attending something they could do for about 15 to 20 minutes every day. Like, it's just a daily body maintenance practice. It's just pretty awesome. It does amazing.
Great. Yeah, I love your workshops. They're really unique. They're very different. And I love how you have, for people that don't know, Shifu Erik Oliva has lived for quite a while in China. He's actually fluent in Chinese too, and he can write it. I mean, he's really amazing. And he has very traditional training, so he's bringing that. And what's nice is that he can also bring it into the realm of the American mindset so that we can grasp it a little bit better and understand it, especially if we're very new to this or if this is very foreign to someone. So if you're brand new to this, or let's say you practice some other kind of movement art or martial art, you can still grasp this. He's really good at that. I've seen his workshops. He's great at doing that.
Thank you for saying that. I spend a lot of time in China. I also spend a lot of time in self-introspection as to questioning why I think, feel, believe the way and the things that I do, what had caused them to be an influence in my life, why I chose them to be an influence, things I needed to take apart, put back, or reconfigure. And that allowed me, that kind of self-introspection, be it called Zen or Chan meditation, that self-introspection allowed me to find that bridge kind of our terminology and the terminology used in for Chinese martial arts or internal work, meditation, qigong, and all that. Kind of strip a lot out and linguistically formulate different contexts to our words in English to allow it to be at least understood or comprehended to a degree. So it took a lot of work, but thank you for mentioning that. It's pretty cool that you caught that.
Yeah. So these are some really good things that, that you can experience firsthand with Shifu Erik Oliva. I think that's really kind of awesome that he's going to be working on these things. And why do you think it's good for people to come together and to do these kind of things, let's say at a place like TaiChiGala? Why do you think it's a benefit for them to do that so they can, share experience? What do you think that makes that a little different from them to be able to see that in person?
What's cool is that there's a lot of, there's diverse workshops, right? There's people from all over the United States, Canada, even South America. You have different races and belief systems, ethnic backgrounds, and for them to come together, for all of us to come together in one place with a common idea is very rare, and it's very difficult to achieve, especially with distance in between everybody. The lack of this type of community for the Chinese martial arts and the internal arts and the self-cultivation and mental cultivation, spiritual cultivation communities, these things are very rare. So that itself is one main really strong reason why people should want to be here. On top of that, like I said in the beginning of it, you have diverse programs, loads of workshops that even teachers attend. And some people still have this idea that a teacher should know it all, or at least proficiency, right? That they don't need to go and get a little touch up, or they don't need to go and investigate other people's work, or even observe other people's work, or find out where they should be fixing, because they feel like it's it takes their level down a little bit in front of other people, and it becomes the negative aspect of the egotism, right? Yeah. So we have this view of a self, and then we are afraid, many are afraid to just open up and say, hey, maybe this person has something else of value. And we see that in the TaiChiGala, that people see value and they want to test it out. They want to try it. And that is a great key to just personal development, and then one's skill development when it comes to martial arts, internal arts, meditation, whatever. That kind of diverse ground is amazing. You have teachers been in the arts for over 40 years that still just pop into a workshop and sit there, record or watch or participate or share their thoughts. And no one's turning around, upset with each other. They go, okay, cool, thanks. I mean, yeah. Maybe they disagree, right? But the thing is that we're there to share. That's really the purpose that I see so far in the last few years I've been there. Thankfully to you, to give me the opportunity to be there, I've seen that people share. Like there's no holding back when it comes to giving when you're at the TaiChiGala, and it goes from the martial aspect to the self-cultivation, energetic cultivation aspect. I mean, it's really amazing. That's why people should go.
That's what I've always loved about it too, is that, as a director of it, I'm very careful who I let in as presenters, to maintain that very open, crazy ego-based type. I mean, people have strong personalities, but not that like, oh, I'm better than you. We really don't want that, because that is against growth. That you cannot have growth with that. You can never have innovation with that. And also it's really a turnoff to new people. And we want to really break that. We want to say enough of that. It's not partial to any lineage or style or whatever. So you're, people like you, the teachers like you especially, are so good at being able to work with very skilled practitioners and completely new beginners, or people that just want to explore this. Like I always tell people, it's okay, even if you don't want to ultra commit to this, you can explore this, and at least you will now get a real taste of what these arts are. And that's why we do not water them down. We do not new age them up. We do not do any of that. We keep them real.
Exactly. That's what's so cool about the community we have of presenters, the teachers, and participants, is that they come from varying levels of their own development. And whoever is teaching, they're going to jump in, like I said before, jump into a workshop and take in what they can. And you'll find it 5 months later that they're like, hey, look at this. And then they'll text you and go, hey, remember this thing? And their students are doing the thing. And that's awesome because, you know, each one teach one, as my Bagua coach would say. He doesn't like me calling people, he doesn't like anyone calling him Steve, just like teach, you know, or coach. Novell Bell, he's like, each one teach one. You got something, you find value in it, share it. You know, you do good with it and you share it. And that's a great thing we see there. You know, and it does. The fun thing you said about the New Agey thing, it strays from the New Agey thing and says, here's the deal. Here's how you want to eat it. And take with it what you can, do with it what you can, and make it yours. You know, it's like with the second workshop I'm doing is a hands-on healing practice. It's a self-healing practice, and it doesn't mean that. You know, here's how I get in responses sometimes is that it's not you're curing yourself of cancer or stuff like this. You know, it's not. It takes a lot more to do when it comes to trying to change major illnesses. But with this self-healing practice, it's about where we put our attention. So that's the second one that happens on a Sunday. The first one's a Saturday, next is on a Sunday. And it's all about your self cultivation, where you put your mind, you know, how you put the attention in your mind, where do you put the attention in your body, and the idea in which you want that thing, whatever it is, what kind of discomfort or whatever, to change, to move. How do you understand that pain? I mean, it's pain, right? So it's pain, it hurts. But why do you believe that has to be there? If it's there because there are other influences, then you work with it to lessen the discomfort. And it's really, really a concrete thing. And when you're at the gala, for those who are watching, when you're at the gala, you're going to find that people are giving you, the presenters, the teachers, and participants are sharing with each other something tangible, something they can explain, something that can be comprehended, something that can be researched, something that has a background that you can say, oh, I have an origin I can go to. I can figure this out. Or I have an outlet where I can ask people. That's why, this is just an awesome thing to go to.
So before we start wrapping it up, is there anything else you want to add just quickly about your workshops? And then I'll ask you then the next question about your school, or, you know, where people can maybe find you a little. There also, to let people know, you can always find on TaiChiGala the contact information for presenters there. So Shifu Erik Oliva, he's in Staten Island, New York City. So anything else you'd like to mention on that?
Well, people coming to the gala, it would be really awesome if they came in on a Friday. They could see the whole opening ceremonies, meet all the people, just hang out, grab a cup of coffee, tea, water, whatever, and enjoy each other. It's a beautiful place out there in the Lindenmere camp in Henryville, PA. And the workshop is full. I mean, it's full of wonderful things, full of wonderful people. So you check out all the workshops, hop in, go participate, record, take notes. These things are cool. As far as the workshops I do, I know they're different. They're very different, and my teaching approach, as you said before, is diverse, and it's I consider it a little bit odd because I kind of drop everything right on the person, say, here you go, here's the general idea, go do with it, please. Yeah, it just cuts out hours. Like, for a quick example, I teach at New York College of Health Professions for Tai Chi and Qigong. And the first class did already about 5 or 6 movements into Tai Chi, into the Tai Chi form for 37 form. Doing the Qigong, I gave them hours and hours of content in just an hour and a half, 2 hours in lecture throughout the practice, but in lecture. And it's because once you get the general information, now it's the practice time. I don't like to waste time. So I want to give people, give, and then help them just get through the motion. Let's mow through everything together. And when you get to a certain point, it's all on you. And that's where your strength comes in.
You're really a master of compressing the time for them like that, you know, where you can give them so much information and really pack it in and they can do it. So I love that. Before we go, so, you know, people can contact if you want. I know that Shifu Erik has a lot of information on Facebook. You should check it out there too. He's got Instagram, he's got things going on, all kinds of classes and things also in New York City. He does Toi Na, oh my gosh, he has life coaching, everything. So you can look on all his contact information. You should definitely do that. You should check him out on Facebook. And before you go, is there anything, before we wrap it up, is there anything you'd like to share as a quick thought of the day, or a quick quote, or words of wisdom, or anything like that?
Well, yeah, very cool. I appreciate the opportunity for that. For self-view, for people every day, when we try to overcome certain adversities, be it in ourselves, be it from the people around us, and especially within ourselves, we have to not really believe one perspective of the story we tell ourselves. And that perspective is the one that keeps us from pursuing whatever goal, whatever action, whatever just emotion that we're looking to experience. And I say it very broadly in that because there's a lot more to discuss in there. However, the idea is whenever we have a thought that takes us down, whenever we have that perspective that we cannot attain, cannot push forward because of whatever perceived obstacles or whatever obstacles we believe are put in front of us, we should stop. Stop your breath, which stops your thoughts, which stops your movement, and you sit there and you go, and then you start over again. You just stop. That blank stare is just, you're done. That's it. It's like you're in space and you can't breathe anymore. You're underwater and you're drowning and you just can't move. You can't breathe. Nothing's working. We can do that. The in between the breaths, that space where nothing's going on, we stop at that point and we just reset, almost like recalibrating our thinking.
Major transformational work there. That's excellent.
The recalibration of our thinking. Yeah, I don't want to take up any more time. There's a lot more to go in. But for anyone, if it's okay, I want to just drop my website, www.erikoliva.com. We just have general stuff on there for meditation practices. I'll be putting up more content and video content and small talks content that I put up on Instagram and on YouTube. So Instagram is Great Nature Path _ between Great Nature and between Nature and Path. So thank you very much.
Wonderful. Thanks so much. I can really see your enthusiasm on how you want to really just keep giving and sharing. Thanks so much.
Not too much.
It's going to be amazing seeing you. I can't wait to see you May 31st. And yeah, okay, everyone, you all have a great day. And thanks so much, Shifu Erik Oliva.
Hi, thank you so much.